So many moves were made in the offseason, guys signing big contracts and such. You had the chance to kind of test the waters after opting out of the last year of your deal, about $15 million or so left on the table, only to re-sign with San Antonio for $38 million over 4 years. What was the thought process behind that whole decision?
Well, I just looked at it, from a perspective of, we're going into a lockout year, most likely coming up next year. My contract's running out, so I wanted to kind of test the market in the situation that the CBA was in right now, and I think it worked out well for me.
And for the organization to express that kind of confidence in you, that had to be pretty encouraging.
Yeah, it was encouraging. It was one of the reasons why I wanted to come back here. I enjoyed my season that I had last year. I knew that I would only get better and more comfortable in the system, so it was something that I was kind of looking forward to also.
Yeah, as you just mentioned, last year was kind of a learning process for you. Obviously, your first year in a new system in San Antonio. You got some criticism concerning how you fit in on the floor there. With a year under your belt now, how much more comfortable are you with your role headed into this season?
I'm a ton more comfortable. The training camp so far has been kind of a next level, next step, because last year was a lot of teaching. Whenever you have guys that have been in the system for 10 years, 12 years, 19 years, like Tim Duncan, it's tough for guys new coming in to kind of figure it out on the same speed. And so now that I kind of know a little bit more, we can kind of take things to the next level, and I think it's helped everyone.
Our colleague here at NBA TV, Brent Barry, said that during the offseason, Coach Popovich historically has been a man that's been pretty hard to find. This summer, he spent a lot of one-on-one time with you, though. During that time, what did you guys talk about? And overall, what did you learn from your time together?
Well, I just, I understood how he wanted me to play. He kind of broke things down. And when you play in one system, I'm starting, I played a run and gun system starting, in high school, then going to University of Arizona. Straight to New Jersey, so that would pretty much, my style. And in that 1 year in Milwaukee was Scott Skiles' kind of forward-based offense. And so to come here to San Antonio, a little bit more slow down, a little bit more focus on the post, you're still trying to figure things out. And I'm a little bit older of a player, so some of my habits were a little tougher to break. But I got a better understanding of what he wanted from me and how I can contribute coming up into this next season.
Yeah, Coach Popovich actually said 9 years in the league, he's never seen a player look at themselves so introspectively. With your time playing in the NBA, what was the method behind that? Did something just click in your mind, either watching tape or otherwise, to say, hey, maybe I need to work on a couple of things for next year?
Well, I just wanted to get better. Every single year as new players come in and players constantly get better, you have to kind of restructure yourself. I look at, you look at a guy like Tiger Woods who, is constantly changing his swing, Now, he's the best player in the world, but if he were just to stay complacent, you never know if somebody could catch up to him. Now, I'm not comparing myself to Tiger, but I'm just saying that, over a course of time, you have to add things to your game. You have to involve your game in order to continuously evolve and fit in with the new system.
So you did a lot of physical work, obviously working on your body. I got to ask you, how you feeling? Pretty good?
I feel good. Added a lot of muscle mass. I worked with my trainer, Aaron Maltz, in New York all summer. Chad Forcier was out there. One of our assistant coaches was out there working out with me basketball. Then I'd come to San Antonio, work out with Pop. So, I was doing a bunch of stuff this summer, and most of it, was kind of geared towards getting better and understanding the system, where I can score the ball, being comfortable with those shots, because, the things that I had been doing, the last 9 years, and this is kind of aren't the exact same thing here. And, we got a new team and a new group of guys that are coming in, and Pop and Tony and Manu and Tim, those guys aren't going to change. So we're going to have to kind of, fix our games around them.
Rich, we appreciate the time, man. Good luck this year.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right.